Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
Okay, this is a worthwhile question. How do employers in UAE lie to you? I think nobody discusses this, so I thought I'll make a video and tell you how do UAE employers in the Middle East generally, how do they lie to you? But specifically UAE, because I've been in UAE. See, in a world filled with crooks, liars and corporate greed, being honest is a fool's notion. Now, I'll tell you, as it is employees, the people who are selling their services, they lie. So employers also, they have to bullshit. So how do they lie? I'll give you some of the ways. Number one, after 6 months, we'll revise your salary. After 3 months, we'll increase your salary. Or based on your performance, you'll get a bump up your salary, or year end you'll get part of the profits. Now, why is this a lie? Because based on your performance, it depends. If your performance, they'll give you an unrealistic target and you don't achieve the targets, what do? Then based on profits, what if they reveal, oh, it has been a loss? They inflate the overheads. They say, okay, we'll increase your salary, we'll sit down with the MD, managing director. When you want to sit down with the MD, oh, he's not in town, he's gone outside. Or when he comes, I'm busy with a new project. Next month, when you go next month, there is this problem that's happening. After that, oh, you didn't achieve your this month's quota, you achieve that then. They can keep going on and on. I know in some cases where they've dragged it on for 5 years. Okay, so the first one is the promise that they'll increase your salary. Second one is the work timings. There is no single employer in the Middle East who will tell you the truth on the work timings. They'll say, yeah, you check in by 8 o'clock morning and yeah, you leave by 8 to 1, 4 to 7. For example, they'll say 8 to 1, 4 to 7. Please explain to me which company makes you work 8 to 1 and at sharp 7 you leave. Which company? Almost all the companies make you work more than 8 hours. So even though they say 8 to 1, 4 to 7 or straight shift at 5 o'clock leave sharp, you are stupid to believe that. They will never tell you the real number of hours. In fact, you can expect in the Middle East, especially UAE, you'll work an average of 10 to 12 hours minimum. Okay, the next one which they'll lie, they'll never tell you of the unpaid hours that you have to work. Now, I'm not talking of the 10 to 12 hours, I'm talking of the extra hours that you have to work. And how do they bring in these extra hours? Oh, there is a special project that has to be delivered. Oh, this project has to be delivered on time. Oh, you made a mistake, error. Oh, we have shortage of staff. Oh, we have to, this month, we have to complete this no matter what. They'll give you the sense of urgency because you're on their visa and you can't say, no, sorry, I have to work on that. No, I'm paying you a salary. Shut the fuck up. You need to come on Thursday, you need to come on Friday. This project has to be delivered. And if you say no, you're in deep shit because he wants a project to go. What he's basically doing is, if he had to take a person and pay per hour, he's making you work double the number of hours. Plus he's making you work on your off days where he has to pay 1.5 times the salary. That's per international rule. And invariably bringing down his cost, minting money. So he's taking advantage of you. Okay. This is another way how they lie. Next one. Do you think any employer tells you of the office politics? Does any employer tell you why the previous guy left? Maybe it could be work pressure, maybe harassment, maybe they put so much of target or so much of work the person couldn't deliver. Maybe the environment was so sick, maybe it was toxic. They'll never mention this. They'll portray their company as God's gift to mankind. Another way how employees in UAE lie. There is not a single one who has mentioned that your salaries will be delayed, or your salaries will not be paid on time, or your salaries may not be paid at all for 2-3 months. They'll never mention this. They will always portray their company as being professional. And even worse one, they will agree on a fixed income and then you join, but then they'll inflate the number of hours, but you'll never see them inflate your salary. But then even worse is the part where they decrease your salary by giving you the bullshit excuse, oh, we are undergoing losses, the only way to survive now is either you take 50% cut or you can resign and leave. They know for a fact that you have a family, you have commitments, you have other expenses. They know for a fact that you can't just resign and walk off. So they'll tell you, see, either you take 50% off or you have to resign. They're taking you for a fucking ride, man. See, you'll say, oh, Loy, but they're not making money. Yeah, when they made money and when they were minting money, did they pay you a bonus? No. When they were making money, they gave you a normal salary. When they made tons of profit, they expanded and bought new employees. But when they're making losses, you have to suffer. That makes sense, right? Okay, next way the company lies. They will tell you of learning environment where they'll provide you coaching, training, all that. You seriously think they take so much of care and love to focus on your learning, training, growing and all that bullshit? You're fucking crazy, man. Once after you join, they don't give a fuck. It's like wanting to have sex with a girl. Once you got the sex, you'll treat the girl like shit. Next one. Oh, they'll give you, oh, you can climb the corporate ladder. Growth is immense if you prove yourself. Yeah, there are people who have worked for 10 years, 15 years in the same company, same fucking position. What? You're going to, every year you're going to get a promotion and become, what, the CEO of the fucking company? What fucking shit, yeah. That's all nonsense. And then what else? How do they lie? I can't think of any here. Okay, the last one, last and not the least. Maybe this one you can use. See, the fact of the matter is, an employer would always like to show that he's a fair player, that he is very mature, that he's very successful. He'll try to entice you to join him. I've always told people when something is too good to be true, no, there's really something wrong. Because when something is too good to be true, it's generally the case. The same thing with employers. If an employer is offering you a job so easily, you've never got a job offer in your life, you never got such a high salary, and all of a sudden, this guy is offering you a great position, great salary, great everything. I'm telling you, run away in the opposite direction. Because we would like to believe that finally we have been recognized, finally someone realized our value. Finally, we have got the lucky break. But that's not the case, man. It all feels too good to be true, but these guys who give you such hopes, dreams. See, because keep in mind, if you are that good, if you are really that good, you would have got a series of offers, not one, series. And the employer himself, like I told you, is a very intelligent guy. He would have made sure that he keeps you happy to the point where you don't have to leave. The very fact that the employer doesn't care a damn, he has not increased your salary, that clearly is an indication that he knows what your real value is. And the very fact that no other company has offered you big jobs, that clearly shows that you don't matter in the market, in the industry. So don't suddenly think, oh, if I go to a different city, if I go to a different country, my luck is changed. No, you're the same guy with the same skills and you'll meet the same kind of competition or even worse. So these are some of the ways that employers lie to you, from the number of hours that you work to the the contractual clause. In fact, good, I remember this. 99.99% of the employers know how to play around with the contract, the legal contract. I've always told you this. It's not the letterhead of the company, it's a labor contract. The labor contract is one where your balls can be squeezed and where you can be destroyed. Or I know of an insurance company, very big insurance company. Their salaries were like 6,000-7,000 on the letterhead, but on the labor contract it was one dirham plus commission. I'm not joking. When the market went kaput and these guys they didn't get their salary for months, they created a big ruckus. When they took this thing to court, they said, yeah, your salary is 1 dirham, we will pay you, and commission, you didn't achieve your targets because they had inflated the targets. So basically they worked only for 1 dirham. See, people have to play around, no? They can fuck you over big time. So always remember this, that another way the employer can lie is playing with your contract. And maybe you can add this as a last point. You do not know the employer's dark side. Remember, the more powerful the guy, the more dangerous he is. I've always, I read this in the Bible when I was very small. Greater the power of the king, more the danger, I don't know the exact verse. In the same way, I've always kept in mind, more powerful the guy, more dangerous it is. So keep a distance from very powerful people, because the day they get angry, you're fucked. That's why all the ex-employees of Sheikh Fazza, the ex-employees of Sheikh Mohammed, the people who work for the royal family, I'm in touch with them. And they tell me stories. I'm like, whoa. Trust me, the more powerful the guy is, you really have to think whether you want to work for them or not. So I hope this gives you a nutshell of what it is. Always remember the last bit, what a person puts on an email versus what a person puts on a letterhead versus what a person puts on a labor contract with a clause. They are 3 different things. So I hope this gives you some insight. Oh yeah, let me give one last bonus. Remembering too many points. An employer can give you perks, salary plus perks. Say salary is 3,000 and your base salary, you wanted 10,000 but he says 3,000. But you're like, why you put my base salary so low? Yeah, I'm giving other benefit. Car plus house. He gives you a big car, gives you a big house. He gives you a very attractive commission, gives you very attractive allowances. So you're like, fuck, okay, this comes to more than 20,000. I asked for 10. Fuck, I'm getting so much. You'll be happy. Do you know that he can revoke all these perks? He can take your expensive car and give you a cheap car. He can take your expensive house and give you company sharing accommodation. This is what is happening with Etihad, the pilots. He can, the allowances that he gives you, he can cancel it and say, no, it's recession. Because in the sub-clause, all this was mentioned. So yeah, these are some of the things, the politics. See, I've not even gotten into the politics and all the problems. So these are the problems that people face, and this is how employers can lie. Let me know in the comment section below whether what I've said resonates with you. Does it make sense? Is it true what I've said? And well, like they say, every employer likes to show I'm a fair guy, I'm totally honest, genuine, give everyone equal opportunity. Yeah, the last thing you know, maybe he's a sick guy who is a vindictive bastard but has a very strong legal team that can fuck you over anytime. So these are some of the ways employers lie to you in the UAE. Let me know if anything that I've said resonates with you. I'd love to hear from you. It's me signing off. You guys take care.